On Saturday, 4 people was charged. A man who claimed to have been present when 4 people, among them 3 female teenagers, were shot at the Avenue. He recollected the whole incident. Remember this? There was a big thing. Shooting right opposite Shangri-La. Well, Frankie's on the opposite side. Frankie's have nothing to do with that. Everybody goes to Frankie's. Everybody goes to Frankie's. Right? Frankie has nothing to do with that. This took place outside Shangri-La. All right? And there was a shooting. And I picked it up. I say, but wait now. 4 people get shoot. Man come back with a high-powered gun. Shoot down people. Avenue is a nice place. Everybody lineman. It is alleged that Gabriel Harrigan, a.k.a. Batman, is a suspect in the shooting. Since when he's a businessman? What business he running? Well, we don't know as yet, but we don't have time with that. Right? Okay. It remind me of somebody. It remind me of somebody. I won't call the person. Come back to me. He tell everybody he have a supermarket, but selling loose cheese. Loose cheese. And bagging out sugar by quarter pound and selling it. But anyhow. So I started to put it together without shooting. And as they say, when you throw corn, fall will come. So I started to send out, I said, I want to know about the shooting. And lo and behold, ladies and gentlemen, someone came forward. And he came forward because he trusted me. And when I come back, I will tell you about it. As we go on, I want to say a special hello to Himchan and Son Woodworking. Reliable woodworking company. They are from Navet Road, Rio Claro. Immune Plus by Arjun Nutrition. Also, Passat the Food King. Also, Variety Supplies Limited. Special hello to Denny. Denny, what's happening? You need to call me. And also SM Jalil. Great people advertising with us, but sorry for you if your ad is not here. So ladies and gentlemen, but in connection with that shooting, boy, let me tell you something. That is sad. And we're not taking that shooting. Nobody's above the law. Not because man brandishing firearm and this and that. We're not intimidated by that. We got to fix this place. And somebody got to get up. Right? Shortly after, it is alleged that, I don't know who made this man businessman, Gabriel Harrigan, a.k.a. Batman, is a suspect in the shooting. Initial report stated around 6 a.m., a group of people were linemen outside the bar at the corner of Ariapita Avenue and Alberto Street, Woodbrook. Shortly after, a gunman reportedly opened fire on the group, hitting one man and 3 teenage girls. And that is very sad. The females were taken to St. James Infirmary, while the male was taken to Policeman Hospital. Hours later, scores of police officers descended on Harrigan's Bombay Street St. James residence, where they conducted a search. Nothing illegal was found, but Harrigan was taken into custody by police. In September 2024, Harrigan posted a video on social media where he stated he was seeking asylum in the UK after a video circulated with him with what appeared to be high-powered guns. Okay. Go ahead, everything.
Coach Mata is in London right now, presently, as we speak.
All right? But nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, with respect to the shooting, a witness have come forward, and with respect to that shooting, he came to my office, and this is what he had to say in connection with the shooting of 3 teenage girls and another man. Go ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, this is A.N. This has to do with a shooting that occurred on the avenue on Sunday, involving a person that is known I can't say, but a regular guy by the name of Gabriel. Everybody knows Gabriel. He was in some videos with girls and whatnot and then. So, but everybody knows Gabriel. But somehow we have seen Gabriel recently, in recent times, you know, with some, you know, questionable things. And but nevertheless, there was a shooting, and we started to investigate. It's very unfortunate that 2 persons were shot. That is what we had. 4 persons were shot. They were shot on the avenue. Now, this place is right opposite. I will always see a landmark, a place that everybody goes to, Frankie's. Everybody goes to Frankie's. Frankie's a great place. I know Frankie's, but it's opposite of Frankie's, a place by the name of Shangri-La. Am I right? Shangri-La. Yeah. Shangri-La, right. It's a place where people, well, they have the machines and whatnot, and I've been there once, right? But now, remember, Frankie's is right opposite, just opposite, a little way from this, but it's not like a landmark, but so, we all know Frank's, but nevertheless, Shangri-La is the place in question here today. Now, we have this gentleman here. He was a person inside Shangri-La on Sunday morning to tell us exactly what happened. So tell me exactly what happened. Keep watching straight here and tell me exactly what happened on Sunday. Go ahead. Where were you and where was Gabriel on Sunday?
Okay, so I was inside of the Shangri-La bar.
At approximately what time?
I was there around from 12 o'clock in the morning.
In the morning?
Yeah.
In your bed, what or? You go ahead and listen there.
Yes, so I was there from 4 o'clock in the morning, so was Gabriel and his friends.
Right, Gabriel's friends was hanging out, right?
Alright, Gabriel and his friends were playing, I think it was a roulette game.
A roulette game,
Alright, they were playing against some other persons as well around the same table.
Right. That's a big square machine with the kind of thing to spin and thing.
Yes.
Right.
And a few minutes after, I went to the washroom and I came back out. And apparently the roulette game had finished at that time. And I heard Gabriel and the other fellas they were playing against.
So you know Gabriel?
Who won the game.
You know Gabriel?
I don't know him personally.
But where do you know Gabriel from?
I always see him lying on the avenue.
And you know him as a what?
As a public person.
He's a public person.
I mean, things go circulating with him.
Right. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Right. So you know the Gabriel you're talking about?
Yes.
With all the rudeness with the girls and everything?
Correct.
Right. Go ahead.
Yes, so they were quarreling in the bar about who won the game.
Right.
And who should get the money.
Right.
But they didn't fight or anything.
Yeah.
Alright, so after the bar closed, that was around 6 o'clock, close to 6 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
After the bar closed, we all went outside.
Yeah.
And we still continued liming because the other fellas started playing music from their cars and stuff.
Right.
And a few minutes later, Gabriel, he was still in front of Shangri-La there. He came across one of the fellas that he was quarreling with from inside the bar.
Yeah.
So he started to stir up some bacchanal with that person. Alright, and that person's friend now pulled up in front of Gabriel with a black car.
So wait, let me ask you something. When they started to argue inside, I want to get the thing of this here, the gist of this. When they started arguing inside, Gabriel and his friends arguing with the other people inside the machine thing, right? Right, the roulette thing. Right, so after that, it went outside. Am I right? The arguing continued outside, am I right?
Correct.
After that, it is true that, let me tell you what I heard, and I want you to say yes or no. After that, they were arguing, people watching, right?
Yes.
After that, police came.
Correct.
Now the persons who had the beef with Gabriel, one of the fella walked up the road and he was standing by his car. Am I right?
Yes.
After that, the police came and he jumped in his car, and because police didn't run him down, they just kind of settled his corner, everybody go up the road and stopped arguing. And, am I right?
Yes. Correct.
Right. So the fella left. But when he left a group of girls. But you continue from the group of girls now. Go ahead.
Right, so the group of girls was still there liming.
Right, that's what I want to start from. Start from there now.
Right. So at that point in time, Gabriel went back to his vehicle.
Where he had parked his vehicle?
He parked his vehicle closer to Frankie's side.
Right.
Right, so he jumped in his vehicle and he went going up the road now.
Right.
In the direction of Shangri-La.
Shangri-La,
Right, so he passed Shangri-La and he went this way.
Right.
5 minutes after.
5 minutes after,
He came back, but he was driving kind of slow.
What car was he driving in?
He was in a silver car.
A silver car. What kind of car?
I'm not too sure if it was.
And this is what time in the morning?
I was around 6:20 something in the morning.
So around 4 o'clock all the time you left just 6 Sunday?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Alright, so I saw him driving back.
And you identified him as the man inside of the and you identified you could have identified him as the Gabriel from inside the place.
Yes.
Shangri-La.
Same clothes.
The same clothes. What was his attire?
He left with. He had on a black jersey with a gold
Right in?
a gold chain.
A gold chain?
Okay.
Go ahead, go
Right,
ahead.
so he was driving, coming down, and he looked like he was looking around because driving kind of slow.
Right.
In the passenger side,
Uh-huh.
there was somebody dressed in dressed with like a white wrapping around the head
Right.
and the mouth and stuff, where you couldn't see their face at all.
Yeah.
Right, and by the time he reached in front of Shangri-La and he saw the group of girls.
Yeah.
That is when.
What you saw after that?
That is when I saw the passenger that he had pull out a weapon.
Did the passenger come exit the car?
What I saw at first was the person pull out a weapon.
Right.
Alright?
Alright.
I was across the room.
Right.
And as soon as I saw that, I ducked behind a car. There was a
He
red
pulled out a
car.
weapon in the car?
The window was down.
Or the window was down?
Yes.
Right. So he pushed his hand
Out.
the window?
Yes, correct.
Oh, so the shooter never exited the car?
No.
Alright. So by the time he come like that, okay, so he driving, and he come out like that, so. So
Right,
his
so by the
hand.
time I saw that,
Saw that.
I ducked behind a red car that was right opposite.
Oh, good. And shots.
And I just heard shots. And it sounded like an automatic weapon.
It sounded, but Gabriel was driving.
He was driving, correct.
Right. Could you give me a description of the shooter now?
There's not much I could say about the shooter because the shooter was all covered.
I heard he had a kind of bright color bandana over his
Yes,
head.
correct.
Is that true?
That is true.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So I could not identify that person at all.
Okay. So how long the shooting lasted for?
It was for a few seconds, I would say between 10 seconds, I would say, 10 to 15. Yeah. So he went driving down, he turned back by the time he reached by Frankie's and came back up the road and exited towards Ryson roadside.
So Gabriel and these fellas don't know that there are cameras all by Frankie's, all opposite Frankie's, that whole area has cameras. Nobody don't understand that. Nobody don't know that cameras come the street, starting from the street. It just goes to show, it just
trying to prove a point.
That take that embarrassment. Because I hear them bars them up too. Because the girls and them was cursing them and thing too.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
So you could not take that kind of make out scene. That kind of, these just putting them up on blast. But that don't give him the right if he get vexed to go and bring a gunman, I'll actually bring a gunman and fire shots in a public place like that, and 4 people shot. When you get up, you saw people on the ground and thing?
When I got up from there, after he left, I ran. I ran away from the area.
So you didn't watch back to see who got shot or nothing?
I just watched for like 5 seconds. I didn't see anything immediately, probably because they already...
People run?
Yeah.
So they felt, while they're running, they pick up, as they say.
Yeah.
They pick up corners, they're running.
Because there's 3 times he shot an automatic weapon.
Oh, and bust out.
Yeah.
I want to ask you something today. And I'm happy that you came forward. Why do you trust me to tell me this information?
You seem like a very trustworthy person. A lot of people have came to you to give you information, and I don't think a lot of people would do that just like that. You know, you have to be that kind of person to put your trust in.
Thank you very much. And rest assured, your identity will never be known. But I want to ask you a second question again. I have some trustworthy friends. Trustworthy friends that I can check on this hand. Listen very carefully on this hand. Trustworthy friends in the TTPS. I'm not saying that I have a problem with trust issues on the TTPS, but people who are very close to me, very, very close to me, that I could confide and I could tell them anything. You understand? I could confide in them, and we have been friends for years. If I should ask one of my friends who I trust with my dear life to speak to you, will you speak to him?
Of course. As long as they are your friends, yes.
They are my friends.
Correct.
Okay? And I want to tell you thanks this evening. Thanks very much. That's all I ask.
You're very welcome.
Because at the end of the day, the persons who were shot on the avenue there, they deserve justice. Correct. You see Gabriel and his goons and them, we're not tolerating that kind of behavior in this dance. He started off good. I don't know what's going on with him. But you see, when you're picking up people, it's to let you pick up people and bring them back to deal with people and settle a score. We're not taking that. That's a different level. That's a totally different level. Nobody's above the law. And it don't work like that. It don't work like that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just want you to know, and everybody's watching, I thank you for trusting me, but I will never betray your trust. I've never done that to anyone in my whole career. And I tell you my whole career, I tell you that, never. I can't thank you on real bad, but I don't ever do that. When people confide in me, there's nobody on the face of this earth can ever say, I have betrayed that trust. When it comes to anything, with connection with Crime Watch, and someone reporting, telling me something, I have never done that. So it's a very noble thing I did today, by coming forward and being that person to make that change, to change the whole dynamics of this incident. To say that these people need justice. And I'm sure the victims and the parents of the victims and the family of the victims will understand that we're not tolerating that at all. No matter how vexed you will get, no matter how angry someone will get, it does not give them the right to hurt people. They don't use sticks and stones. Words could hurt, but when you go sticks and stones, as they say, that's a different level. We're not tolerating. Now it's not sticks and stones, it's guns. It's chopping, it's guns, it's the works. So we're not tolerating that, and I want to tell you thanks. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Somebody will call you. Thank you.